Technical difficulties. You got it right over there? Cut out. Okay. You already know that the Boogeyman CEO. I'm talking about. You see me? Boogeyman. And we got an old man now. We got a senior citizen in here today, y'all. Happy birthday to Kenny. Happy birthday to you. Man, don't do it like that. But y'all already know whose birthday it is. Act like you know.
Man, you already know it's Cindy Go the Messenger. What's happening?
I can't lie.
That burnt the fuck up. We got more great positive energy in the building today. Y'all might as well get ready.
For sure.
We're going to let these guys introduce themselves. Who want to go first? You know, man?
I'm Director White J.
Kevin King with the King's Canvas.
Boogeyman CEO. and look, like, I really want to know this. I went to Italy. Through the desert.
Okay.
I went through the desert.
Did you see a cactus and you thought it was some water?
I wasn't looking for cactus.
Okay.
I had my own canteen.
Okay. How many camels you had?
All I was looking for is a Michelangelo, a Picasso, Da Vinci. I couldn't find them nowhere. I went from Spain to China. And guess what the man told me?
What did he say?
You slipping.
What did he say you sleep?
Around the corner.
Oh.
At the King Canvas.
Come on, right here in Montgomery?
Somewhere down yonder.
On the wings?
On the way?
Over there by Barbara.
For real?
Yeah.
Bobby Gale's breakfast.
Hey man, look, I couldn't believe. I say, a Picasso?
Huh?
He said, a Picasso.
Oh, okay.
Hey, he gave me King.
Okay. You got the King in the building, man.
You got the King in the building, y'all, and that's a blessing. And introduce yourself.
Hey, how much you want me to say?
Oh man,
how long we got?
Shit, we got. Hey, we on it.
All right. So, I'm Kevin King. I am the executive director of the King's Canvas located in West Montgomery, 1413. What's up? Hey, how much you want me to say?
Oh man,
how long we got?
Shit, we got. Hey, we on it.
All right. So, I'm Kevin King. I am the executive director of the King's Canvas located in West Montgomery, 1413.
Hold on.
What's up? All right. So we're an organization that provides opportunity and access for underdeveloped and underexposed artists. I say that, but basically about 5-6 years ago, I recognized in Montgomery that wasn't really, and tell me if I'm going too far, because I know you have a lot of questions.
No.
noticed-
This is the King show.
Okay. I noticed that there wasn't really any visible opportunities for black artists in Montgomery, from my vantage point. Now, it may have been other stuff going on, and I think it was, but you just didn't really see us a lot. And so I just felt like we needed to start an organization that addressed the unique needs that black and marginalized artists were having at the time, so we can be able to take part in this art ecosystem in Montgomery, this visual art ecosystem. So we built something to be able to do that, but I also learned at that time about this term called creative placemaking. I was out in Phoenix, Arizona and I learned that in larger metropolitan areas that's had economic progression, 100% of the time the arts was a contributing factor to it. And I saw places all over the nation that were using what we call these creative placemaking practices to build community, to make vibrant communities. And I said, man, if all of this is happening all over the place, why can't it work in the hood? Why couldn't it work in Washington Park? Why couldn't it work in a place like Oak Street? And at the time I was living on Westcott, so I just wanted to do something for my community to not only beautify the community, but to have a strategy that would draw people to the neighborhood along with the community to have a sense of pride because of what we're building together.
Right.
But also I wanted to build a local model that addressed a lack of commercial property development, right? Activate vacant and abandoned properties in a community that's historically marginalized and historically disenfranchised, and that's what we are. So we started the King's Canvas as a way to do everything that I just said, and that's it in a nutshell. But we've been building for 5 years.
Because I also seen in an interview you said that it don't only change a person, it changes a neighborhood.
Right.
You rejuvenate the neighborhood.
Right. And that's what it's intended to do. Because I think our main focus is people, right? Because people make up the community, right? But, we have these larger economic development entities that we need, right? We have Hyundai, all of its suppliers. We have the airport, Whitewater. I guess Amazon is coming. We have Koch Foods, affectionately known as the Chicken House. You know what I'm saying? So
shout out to the Chicken House.
So we have all of these spots that people work, and people are just trying to earn a living to take care of their families. But when they live in communities like Washington Park, after you leave those places that's providing these jobs, you driving past a lot of vacant properties, a lot of abandoned properties, a lot of properties in our neighborhood that have stories. When you talk to the elders in the community, they say, I used to get my hair done there. I used to buy flowers over there. I used to get my clothes cleaned over there. That was such and such spot. You know what I'm saying? They had a business right there, and then they lived across the street. But we talk about what those spaces used to be, but I feel like we have a strategy that can tell a new story, that can tell a better story as far as not what it used to be, but what it is now, what it can become. And so, when we put that mural up that said, "Welcome to Westside Montgomery," I noticed that when you go to these larger areas, there's always going to be a mural that says either "Welcome to this city" or "Greetings from that city." And what happens? Tourists come, they take a picture in front of it, and while they're outside of their cars, they walk around to see how else how else can I spend my money?
Yeah, what's else connected to this beautiful mural? Like, what's going on in this neighborhood? Let me see what's going on.
And what that happens, it brings dollars back into that community, and those dollars circulate back into that community. And so I said, okay, we don't really have any larger scale colorful murals that say that. We have one downtown that says, "Montgomery, your opportunity," that was done by a friend of mine a while ago. But large scale colorful murals that's going to draw people. But we not only wanted to say "Welcome to Montgomery," we wanted to let you know you're on the west side.
You're on the west side.
That's what we said.
Welcome.
That's
shout out to all sides, but the west side. I love it here.
That's why we said "Welcome to West Side Montgomery." And what it's doing immediately, that land adjacent to the property that we are, it was immediately activated once we got that mural. And y'all been out there. And so you there all of the time, y'all have come, you've interviewed me out there, and you saw all of the people. And I have people from the neighborhood saying, "Kevin, this place had no post, but it has a post again." I had Mr. Julius.
It's a hard.
Right.
It's a hard bump.
Mr. Julius, who lived behind us on Sierra Street, he was just sitting there one day. He said, "Man, I never thought I'd live to see this in my life." And for me, I feel like I'm not done. There's a lot of stuff that we have left to do, but the little bit that people have seen, Mr. Julius he literally said, "Man, this place was dead," and he's talking about that particular corner. He said, "This place was dead, but now it's alive." Because Barbara Gales was there, and they get a lot of activity. Right. But and then you got my man next door. With the tire shop, with the mechanic shop,
you got everything.
You got Chris and them over there, and so They do their thing. Doug, you know what I'm saying? But next door, as we beautify the place and people are coming, what we're seeing is now black businesses want to move back to the community because they see the life and vibrancy, because now it's more people.
Before where you come from? Where you come from?
Yeah,
let them know.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Mobile, Alabama.
Okay.
And, you know, obviously, you know, Mobile and Pritchard are right there. I went to church in Pritchard. Grandmother lived in that area, families in that area, but I went to Mobile, and I went to school in Mobile.
Okay.
And so I was there up until, I guess, about 19 years old. Because after I graduated high school, I graduated at 17, and I stayed behind a couple of years. I went to Bishop State Community College trying to figure out what I wanted to do in my life, because doing art all of that time, I did not know that I can actually do visual art as a career, because, you know, that was in the 90s, man. We barely had the internet. We had web TV. You know what I'm saying? You know, we had dial-up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so we really didn't understand that, for real. We really didn't understand how connected the world would eventually be. So we didn't have access to information like we have now. So well-meaning adults was like, hey, bro, you can continue to do art as a hobby, but you need to pick a real major and get a real job. So I stayed behind for 2 years to figure out what I wanted to do. And I ended up transferring to Tuskegee University, majoring in mechanical engineering, trying to figure out how to use my art, until I realized it doesn't give artists the creative freedom that we desire, because engineering is restrictive. It doesn't allow you to be, you know, creative. And so I stopped doing art for 17 years.
Yeah, but it was a holiday came, and you got a present.
That's right. You remember that story? My man. That's where you want me to go with?
Yeah, I want to know about that day. How you felt that day?
That was 10 years ago. This past Father's Day. You know, to go back even further, we have some friends that live in Washington Park that work for a partner ministry that we used to. I was the co-founder of Common Ground. And I'm no longer with them. I left in 2019, but that was a partnering ministry. And, you know, we had some people who used to paint. Some friends who used to paint. And every time my wife and I would go in their homes, I would look at the walls and I would be like, man, I wanna learn how to paint. Because I had never painted before. I was a sketch artist, right?
Okay.
And, you know, Nicole finally said on Father's Day, look, we're taking away your excuses for not creating. And she purchased me an easel, you know, some acrylic Liquitex paint. Liquitex is the brand, some brushes and canvases and all these painting supplies in a pair of Chuck Taylors, black Chuck Taylors.
I was going to say, shout out to Nicole King. That's a great wife. That's a great wife.
That's right. Yes, she is.
That's what's up.
And so, you know, I ended up getting those supplies from her that June, and she broke her wrist probably that next week. And I got the privilege of taking care of her for a whole week.
Yeah.
She was sedated in the back because she had surgery, and I just got bored, man. I pulled out those paint supplies and I started painting. But it was probably my third painting that I had done. I was like, yo, I can actually paint. Right. And I just kind of, I kept doing it.
Yeah.
And that was in 2013.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was about 10 years ago.
Okay, and that's cold, man, because how important is it to be a king to have a queen like that?
No, it's very important, man, because, you know, we support one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, after that happened, I was actually
and don't forget to shout out Nicole too, because
we just did.
She helped you. Oh, right. He did. For Father's Day.
We just shouted out.
I was just making Nicole.
One thing about him, he don't no problem.
I don't want no problem. I had some problems like that before. Lady wanted to jump on me.
No,
because. Man, all 100%.
Right.
Man, she wanted to take some credit too.
Right. Well, yeah, Nicole definitely get the credit. She and my daughter Kaya.
No. That's what my bad. Kaya. Don't forget to say thank you, Kaya, for that gift. My bad. I'm sorry. I got the name.
No, you good because it was Father's Day. So Kaya is my daughter. She's 20. She's an Alabama State student.
Shouts out.
Hold on, you gotta tell what Kaya do. She's a special young lady.
Yeah, Kaya dances, man. She's you know, a member of Delta Sigma Theta.
Okay.
You know, Beta Eta chapter.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing some stuff now that I don't think I can mention because it's not out yet. She's I think a team leader at Chick-fil-A. She does a lot, man. Like, she literally, like, her mother and I, we always grind and we stay busy. We stay doing, and when I say busy, I want to say we're not busy. I would say we're productive.
Okay.
So she stays productive.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a great.
So 10 years later, okay. 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Got all the artists. You got a hat too. Did you?
I didn't get the hat, man. I didn't get the. No, I didn't get the. You know, who was it that had
Picasso.
Picasso. Okay.
The Lena.
He
didn't get that. So boom. You. Where did the vision come to start something so effective to the culture and community?
So at that time, a friend of mine that I had met by the name of Tracy Howard. Shout out to Tracy Howard.
Shout out.
She Tracy had this art show at the Capital City Club down